Well, hello. And ask you to take a nice, easy breath and a magnificent sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal and just feel the presence of your own presence, the beauty of your own presence. You don't have to do anything to be beautiful. You just have to be present. You don't have to try to be beautiful. Your presence creates a beauty in and of itself. It's like the lilac bushes when they bloom and there's just this fragrance. It's beautiful. They don't have to do anything. So anyway, I'm very happy to see you. My name is Drake. This is Touching the Edge, and this is the 40-day invitation to genius. And just really am excited to be here today. And I want to talk about something really briefly. I want to, if you would, I would like to tell you just a brief story. Or I'm going to ask you just to imagine something briefly. So I'm going to ask you just to imagine, if you would, just imagine, if you would, walking along a long stretch of highway, really, really long. It just feels hot to me. So imagine you're walking along a stretch of highway, and there's that heat, that kind of sweltering heat, that creates waves. Now in the distance, you can see someone, just kind of moving towards you. It's just a speck at first. It's at the first initiation, you almost don't even realize if it's an optical illusion or not. But as they come closer and closer and closer, you begin to be able to make out details. You can see that this is a person coming towards you. As they get even closer still, you can make out details. You can see if it's a man or a woman, perhaps. You can see, elements like skin tone. After a while, you begin to realize that this person has a similar skin tone as you. And get further, and you realize that they're the same gender, and they have basically the same build. And as you get closer to still, you begin to realize that this person is you. As you get closer, you can make out features that let you know this is you are walking towards. You are coming closer to yourself. The farther you walk, the more you come close to yourself, and the more you understand yourself. And so, of course, this is just an image about the relationship to truly understanding something that I want to bring up. And that is that, that old saying, and we've talked about it, necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. That means that we need to have a need before invention is spontaneously created. There has to be need first. Genius, it does not come unless there is some reason for it to be there, some shift that needs to occur. So I think it's very interesting because truly genius doesn't come unless we are overwhelmed with the need for genius. We have to come up against something that is beyond our capacity. It's one of the reasons why sports is such a major endeavor. Sports is an artificial way of putting us in a position where we find ourselves in the midst of great need. And we as spectators can watch this person, Muhammad Ali when he fought George Foreman, or Michael Jordan at times, or any great athlete, when they do something beyond. It's because they are faced with something that really challenges them to their greatest depth. When I was a kid, I never liked my sports heroes to have to go through anything. I wanted them to win easily. And yet it's the difficult games, like Michael Jordan's flu game. It's the difficult games that really create our sense of the person, that this person is a person who is a font of genius. Think about people that you know, the people that you respect the most. The reason that you do is because you've seen them go through challenge and overcome the challenge. It's one of the reasons why I use that statement, my sea meets your shore. So it's the idea, that when you go to someone, you're going to them to love them as they are. They don't have to be their best self. If you really love the person, you love them no matter how they are. That's that image. The sea comes in each part of the peninsula, and so it perfectly fits what is. So, necessity is the mother of invention. So, again, there's some part of us that doesn't want necessity. We don't want to have moments of great challenge. We want it just to be easy all the way through. We don't like the idea of our children going through something at school or having difficulty in their social interactions. We don't like these elements that are really going to introduce them to themselves. They are walking towards themselves. And so I just want to encourage you to be in love with the challenge. And it's okay that you don't feel good at sometimes. That is part of the invitation to genius. If you felt great, you wouldn't need to invite genius. I mean, we learned that the invitation to genius is also the initiation of feeling good. So, thank you for your time. Thank you for the necessity of this time. And thank you for joining me in inspiring myself, and I hope you as well, to turn towards genius rather than turning towards feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to bring my hands into prayer position. Well, I'm going to ring the bell first. Here we go. One more thing I would like to add. I think it's important to realize that when we talk about love, love shines out of our heart. That's why we connect the heart with love. If you ask people to point to themselves, they almost always point right here. That's the energetic heart that shines out of you and illuminates the world. This shines love into the world. It shines from here, but also your face. When you have that bright face. So shine love into the world and recognize that necessity is actually here for you to really enjoy your life. I'm going to bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. I am endlessly grateful. Namaste. Thank you so much for your time.